Traveling to the Maldives is a dream come true for many, as it is often celebrated as a true paradise on Earth. With its crystal clear waters, luxurious resorts, and breathtaking sunsets, it's no wonder this destination is on countless bucket lists. But is it truly the paradise it appears to be? Beneath its stunning beauty lies a darker reality that few talk about. While visitors marvel at the sparkling stars in the night sky, there's an entirely different spectacle hidden beneath the surface. Wealth seems to be scattered everywhere, yet behind this illusion of prosperity, the island harbors shocking truths. Many women here experience deep insecurity and dissatisfaction with their lives, facing challenges that remain largely unnoticed by outsiders. But what is it that makes this seemingly idyllic place one of the most dangerous islands in the world? A truth that no one has told you, until now. Everything will be uncovered in today's travel documentary. The Maldives is often seen as the ultimate travel paradise, drawing visitors from around the world with its breathtaking landscapes and luxurious resorts. Officially known as the Republic of Maldives, this island nation covers a total area of just 298 square kilometers, making it one of the 10 smallest countries in the world. Despite its small size, it has become an iconic destination, renowned for its white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, and exclusive overwater bungalows. Most of the islands in the Maldives are tiny, fragile strips of land that barely rise above the ocean's surface. Out of the approximately 1,200 islands, only about 200 have a relatively large enough area to support permanent residents. Despite being the smallest country in Asia, the Maldives has undergone an extraordinary transformation. It has evolved from a remote island nation with a struggling economy into one of the world's top 26 beach destinations, attracting millions of tourists every year. Beneath the surface, the Maldives is truly a diver's paradise. It is home to some of the most spectacular coral reefs on Earth, offering snorkelers and divers the chance to explore a vibrant underwater world. Here, you can swim among stunning coral formations and encounter an array of marine life, including clownfish, butterflyfish, and angelfish, all creating a mesmerizing display of color and movement beneath the waves. For those seeking even more excitement, the Maldives is also home to some of the ocean's giants. Graceful manta rays, with wingspans reaching up to 7 meters, glide effortlessly through the emerald waters. If you're lucky, you might even spot a hawksbill sea turtle, an endangered species, swimming along the reefs or resting on the pristine white sands. To elevate your experience further, nothing compares to a seaplane ride over the Maldives. As you soar above the islands, you'll witness an awe-inspiring view of turquoise lagoons, lush atolls, and perfect rings of white sand. The breathtaking aerial perspective makes it clear why the Maldives is considered a paradise from every angle. After your flight, you can end the day with a once-in-a-lifetime dining experience at one of the Maldives' renowned underwater restaurants, where you can enjoy world-class cuisine while surrounded by marine life. However, does the Maldives truly deserve the title of a travel paradise? There's more to this destination than meets the eye. If you're curious to know why, stay tuned, because what comes next may change your perception of this dream destination. A nation on the brink of disappearance. Visiting the Maldives is a unique experience, but there are several important things to keep in mind. As a predominantly Muslim nation, the country has strict cultural norms that visitors should respect. While private resort islands allow for a more relaxed dress code, modest clothing is required when visiting local islands. This means covering shoulders and knees and avoiding short skirts or revealing outfits. Additionally, alcohol consumption is permitted only within resorts, and public displays of affection are generally frowned upon in local communities. Yet, beyond cultural customs, there is an even more urgent reason to visit the Maldives sooner rather than later. This is not just a travel slogan, it's a serious warning. Climate change and rising sea levels pose a catastrophic threat to the Maldives, potentially leading to its complete disappearance. The Maldives is the lowest-lying country in the world, with its highest natural point standing at just 2.3 meters above sea level on the island of Gafu Alifu Vilingali. According to Guinness World Records, 80% of the country's landmass sits below 2 meters above sea level. This fragile geography makes the Maldives extremely vulnerable to climate change. Scientists warn that if current sea level rise trends continue, the Maldives could be entirely submerged by 2050. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario, it's already happening. In 2004, the Indian Ocean tsunami erased 20 islands from the map, offering a glimpse of what could become a permanent reality in the coming decades. A honeymoon paradise with a surprising truth. The Maldives has long been a top honeymoon destination, offering newlyweds a romantic escape in a dreamlike setting. Couples from around the world flock to the Maldives to enjoy unforgettable moments together, surrounded by unparalleled beauty and luxury. However, few people realize that beneath this picture-perfect honeymoon destination lies an unexpected reality. The Maldives holds a Guinness World Record for having the highest divorce rate in the world. In many Muslim-majority countries, divorce is often discouraged or difficult to obtain, but in the Maldives, the process is relatively simple. In 2022, the Maldives recorded a staggering divorce rate of 10.97 divorces per 1,000 people, the highest ever documented. While this number has since decreased to 5.52 divorces per 1,000 people, it remains significantly higher than most other countries. The high divorce rate has led to widespread social concerns, particularly for Maldivian women, many of whom face ongoing insecurity and challenges in their personal lives. This hidden aspect of Maldivian society is rarely discussed in travel brochures, but it is an important part of understanding the country beyond its idyllic postcard image. The Maldives is a destination of contrasts, a place where natural beauty meets harsh realities. While it continues to captivate travelers with its paradise-like scenery, the deeper truths about life on these islands reveal a far more complex story. In the next part of our travel documentary, we'll uncover even more surprising aspects of this unique island nation. Divorce in the Maldives. A new beginning, not the end. In the Maldives, divorce is not necessarily viewed as a failure or the end of a relationship. Instead, many Maldivians see it as an opportunity to rediscover their purpose and redefine their identity. When a marriage becomes unworkable, separation is often considered a practical solution rather than a source of stigma. For instance, Aisha, a woman living in the capital city, Malé, is about to enter her third marriage. She explains that many Maldivian men and women marry at a very young age, often without fully understanding the responsibilities that come with marriage. As a result, some relationships end quickly, but divorced individuals do not face the same level of judgment they might in other cultures. Instead, they are still accepted by society and often remarry with ease. Marriage itself is relatively simple in the Maldives, but in recent years, the government has made efforts to promote gender equality and introduce measures to control the high divorce rate. Although polygamy is legal in the Maldives, it is not widely practiced. Current laws require a man to prove his financial ability before being granted permission by the courts to take additional wives, ensuring that polygamous marriages do not lead to economic hardship. A cabinet meeting beneath the waves. Yes, you heard that right, the Maldives once held a government meeting underwater. In an unprecedented move, then-President Mohammed Nasheed and his cabinet members gathered beneath the sea on October 17, 2009, at a depth of 5 meters. The purpose? To raise global awareness about the devastating effects of climate change and the existential threat that rising sea levels pose to island nations like the Maldives. Wearing full scuba diving gear, Nasheed and 13 ministers signed a declaration urging world leaders to take immediate action to combat climate change. This symbolic and bold gesture caught international media attention, sparking critical discussions about environmental sustainability and the urgent need for climate action. The underwater cabinet meeting not only showcased the vulnerability of low-lying nations but also reinforced the Maldives' commitment to ocean conservation. Nasheed's initiative inspired other global leaders to recognize the severity of climate change and push for policies aimed at protecting our planet's future. Walking among the stars, the bioluminescent beaches of the Maldives. As the sun sets over the Maldives, some of its beaches begin to glow with a mesmerizing blue shimmer, creating the illusion of a starry sky beneath your feet. This natural wonder, often referred to as the Sea of Stars, is caused by bioluminescent phytoplankton, tiny, single-celled organisms that emit light when disturbed. On moonless nights, these glowing organisms make the ocean sparkle like diamonds, transforming the shoreline into a magical, dreamlike scene. This dazzling display, most commonly seen on Badu Island at the end of summer, is actually a defense mechanism used by the phytoplankton to deter predators. For visitors, however, this phenomenon is nothing short of enchanting. Walking along the glowing shores or swimming in the bioluminescent waters of the Maldives is an unforgettable experience, one that feels like stepping into a fantasy world. The surreal beauty of Badu Beach leaves a lasting impression on anyone lucky enough to witness it, making it one of the Maldives' most extraordinary natural spectacles. Traditional Maldivian homes, built for life by the sea. For centuries, Maldivians have lived in harmony with the ocean, a connection that is reflected in their unique boat-building techniques and traditional homes. Maldivian boats, known as donis, are crafted using wood without the use of nails or metal, showcasing the islanders' deep knowledge of maritime craftsmanship. This close relationship with the sea also influences Maldivian architecture. Traditional homes are made from durable coconut wood, which is naturally resistant to termites and the harsh coastal environment. These houses are designed to be easily dismantled, relocated, and reassembled, an essential feature for an island nation constantly facing coastal erosion and rising sea levels. Maldivian houses typically feature semi-open verandas, allowing for natural ventilation and cooling in the tropical climate. Another distinct feature is the presence of outdoor toilets, which help conserve indoor space and maintain a strong connection with nature. The roofs, often crafted from palm fronds or coconut leaves, provide shade and cooling, further enhancing the home's ability to withstand the island's warm and humid conditions. In addition to their practicality, these homes are adorned with intricate floral patterns, reflecting the artistic heritage of Maldivian culture. Every detail of a traditional Maldivian house is a testament to the islanders' resilience and their deep-rooted respect for nature. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover more fascinating aspects of life in the Maldives. Sands of the Maldives. Nature's hidden secret. Let's talk about sand, but not in a boring way. You probably already know that sand is formed through the erosion of larger materials over millions of years. But did you know that most beaches around the world are made up of quartz, granite, or feldspar? The Maldives, however, is different. Here, the sand isn't primarily formed from rocks, it comes from coral. The same coral that makes the Maldives one of the best diving destinations in the world is also responsible for creating its stunning white beaches. Only about 5% of the world's beaches are made from coral, but those that do, like the Maldives, are among the most breathtakingly beautiful. This unique coral sand gives Maldivian beaches their signature soft, powdery texture and dazzling white color. Unlike silica-based sand, coral sand doesn't absorb as much heat, meaning Maldivian beaches stay cool underfoot, even on the hottest days. The land of cats, a feline paradise. If you remember our previous documentary about Alaska, you'll recall that dogs are highly valued there, while cats face restrictions. The Maldives, however, presents the opposite situation. Dogs are not welcome, but cats roam freely and are deeply cherished. Due to cultural and religious beliefs, dogs are generally avoided in the Maldives. However, cats have a special place in the hearts of Maldivians. Stray cats can be found everywhere, from the bustling streets of Malé to the tranquil shores of remote islands. And these are no ordinary strays. Many have striking blue eyes, long fur, and a regal demeanor. Islamic tradition teaches kindness toward cats, and historical accounts suggest that the Prophet Muhammad had a beloved cat named Muazza. This connection has influenced attitudes toward felines in the Maldives, making them a beloved and protected part of island life. The Money Island, a currency of shells. Today, the world operates on digital transactions and paper money, but centuries ago, the Maldives had a very different kind of currency, cowrie shells. Before metal coins and paper bills, civilizations across Africa, India, and ancient China used lightweight and unforgeable cowrie shells as a form of money. The Maldives, being rich in these natural treasures, became a major supplier of cowrie shells to various parts of the world. Although cowrie shells are no longer used for trade, their historical significance remains strong in Maldivian culture. Today, the Maldives Monetary Authority incorporates the cowrie shell into its official symbols, preserving the memory of this once prevalent natural currency. Water scarcity. A crisis in the middle of the ocean. It might sound surprising, but despite being surrounded by the vast Indian Ocean, the Maldives suffers from severe freshwater scarcity. The reason lies in its unique geography. The Maldives is made up of over 1,100 low-lying coral islands, with shallow groundwater reserves and limited rainfall. Rising sea levels due to climate change have further worsened the situation by contaminating freshwater sources with saltwater intrusion. To combat this crisis, the Maldivian government, along with international organizations, has implemented advanced water conservation strategies. One notable success is Kandolu Island, where reverse osmosis technology is used to convert seawater into safe drinking water. This system provides fresh water for both locals and tourists while minimizing environmental impact. Despite these efforts, water scarcity remains a major challenge for the Maldives, making sustainable solutions and conservation more important than ever. The national symbol of the Maldives, the mighty coconut tree. Standing tall and graceful along the Maldivian shores, the coconut tree is more than just a tropical decoration. It is the national symbol of the Maldives. Appearing on the country's emblem, the coconut tree represents both beauty and resilience. These trees can grow up to 30 meters tall and live for over 100 years, providing endless benefits to the Maldivian people. The coconut tree plays a vital role in the Maldivian economy and daily life. Its wood is used to build houses and boats, its leaves provide natural roofing materials, and its fruit offers food, water, and oil. Beyond its practical uses, the coconut tree is deeply woven into Maldivian culture. It appears in folklore, traditional festivals, and local artwork, symbolizing the islanders' connection to nature and their enduring way of life. Strict environmental protection. The Maldives leading the way. As a nation threatened by climate change, the Maldives has taken a proactive stance in environmental conservation. The government has implemented strict environmental regulations to protect its fragile ecosystem. One of the most significant measures is the nationwide ban on single-use plastics. By preventing plastic waste from entering the ocean, the Maldives aims to safeguard its marine life and keep its beaches pristine. In addition, strict fishing regulations ensure the protection of the Maldives' rich marine biodiversity. Overfishing is closely monitored, and sustainable fishing practices are encouraged to preserve the delicate balance of ocean life. These efforts highlight the Maldives' commitment to sustainability, setting an example for the world in protecting natural resources while maintaining a thriving tourism industry. Strict environmental protection. A paradise fighting for survival. The Maldives is often considered a tropical paradise, but maintaining its pristine beauty comes with challenges. As a low-lying island nation at risk from climate change, the Maldives has taken significant steps to protect its environment. The government has implemented strict fishing regulations to ensure that the country's vibrant coral reefs and diverse ecosystems remain intact. Special no-fishing zones have been established to allow marine life to thrive, and coral restoration projects are being promoted. Both locals and tourists are encouraged to take part in reef conservation efforts, such as planting coral fragments to help rebuild damaged reefs. The scariest thing in the Maldives: the dark side of paradise. Many visitors to the Maldives expect to find endless white beaches and crystal-clear waters. But some are shocked to discover the Maldives' hidden environmental crisis: piles of trash on local islands and plastic waste floating in the sea. One of the biggest issues is Thilafushi, also known as the garbage island. Located just 7 kilometers from Malé, this artificial island was established in 1992 to handle the country's growing waste problem. Today, it receives about 1,200 tons of waste every day, much of it coming from luxury resorts and urban areas. With poor waste management practices, the situation has worsened. Plastic bottles, food packaging, and general waste cover the landscape, while toxic smoke from burning garbage creates hazardous air conditions. Heavy metals and pollutants from the waste also threaten nearby marine life and the health of island residents. And Thilafushi isn't the only problem. On islands like Guli and Mayfushi, food waste from resorts and local communities is dumped directly into the sea. Plastic waste piles up, waiting to be burned when wind conditions are favorable. These practices have turned once pristine islands into pollution hotspots, raising serious concerns about the future of the Maldives' delicate ecosystem. The Maldives was once a Buddhist nation. Today, the Maldives is known as a 100% Muslim nation, but few people realize that it has a rich Buddhist past. For centuries, Buddhism was the dominant religion of the Maldives, introduced during the expansion of Emperor Ashoka. The islands were home to Buddhist monasteries, temples, and statues, shaping the spiritual and cultural life of Maldivians before the 12th century. Everything changed when Muslim traders arrived, gradually influencing religious beliefs. By the 12th century, Islam had become the dominant faith, replacing Buddhism. Later, during the 16th century, the Portuguese attempted to introduce Christianity, but they were ultimately unsuccessful. Although Buddhism is no longer practiced in the Maldives, its heritage still lingers. Ancient Buddhist relics can still be found on several islands, and festivals like Bodu Mas incorporate Buddhist traditions. The 12th century temple ruins on Mayfushi Island are a reminder of the Maldives' spiritual evolution. Despite being a predominantly Muslim nation today, Maldivians continue to respect their historical roots, creating a unique cultural blend that fascinates visitors from around the world. A special weekend, Friday and Saturday off. If you're used to the typical Saturday-Sunday weekend, the Maldives might surprise you. Here, the weekend falls on Friday and Saturday, just like in other Muslim-majority countries such as Egypt, Jordan, and Oman. This schedule is based on Islamic tradition, as Friday is considered a sacred day for prayer and religious activities. As a result, most government offices, businesses, and schools close on Fridays and Saturdays. If you're traveling to the Maldives, keep this in mind when planning activities, especially on local islands. Some businesses and services may not be available on Fridays, and you may need to book tours and transportation in advance. That being said, many luxury resorts operate as usual throughout the week, catering to international tourists. However, it's always best to check in advance with your accommodation to avoid any inconvenience. Wrapping up, discovering the Maldives together. We've explored 15 fascinating truths about the Maldives, from its stunning white sand beaches to its hidden environmental struggles and rich history. The Maldives is more than just a luxury getaway. It's a place of natural wonders, cultural depth, and ongoing environmental challenges. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found today's travel documentary interesting, please like, share, and subscribe to Taste the World with Thomas for more incredible destinations and global explorations. See you on our next adventure.